welcome to my vlog. I've wanted to vlog for a really long time. I really enjoy storytelling, and I was looking back through some of like my old photos and videos from when I was like a teenager, and they were so creative. I feel like there was a time in my life like 10 years ago which is crazy. I'm about to be 28 and like I was 18 10 years ago, but that's for another day. I feel like creating felt so important to me at that time in my life. And since then, which is something that I'm not proud to admit, but it's true, as I've gotten older, creating has become less and less important. I create for my job, I create furniture for my job, but outside of that, I used to take photos all the time. I used to make videos all the time. I still do make videos, but they're about mental health. They're informative. It's not simply for the purpose of creating. And I really want to change that. I have come up with every excuse in the book as to why I shouldn't vlog or why I can't vlog. I am a perfectionist. If I trip over my words, I will scrap an entire video and just not vlog. It's messy behind me. That's my sweatshirt. That should be in the closet. My yoga mat is over there. The bathroom light is on. Like, it's overwhelming to me because it's not exactly the way that I want it to look, or whatever. And so I feel like all of these different things have just piled up and they've gotten in the way of me creating. I have made more excuses than I've made things, I guess. And that bothers me. And so I want this to be an exercise for me to be more authentic and organic and spontaneous, and to fight that perfectionism. I would love to kind of incorporate this into my life. So with that being said, I'm vlogging today, and today I'm working. I am working in the garage. I really haven't shown much of like what I do when it comes to woodworking, other than a couple of like finished photos from a delivery day, but I'm really proud of all of it. So I am happy to share that part of my life because it's a huge part of my life, and it has been for the last 5.5 years. So I'm really excited, actually. The last couple of days have been super productive for the current project that we're working on. Even that, right? Like, we are in the middle of a project. We just delivered arguably our coolest table ever. And I didn't vlog it. I didn't talk about it. So in my mind, I'm like, well, if I didn't show that, like, I shouldn't show anything. Or like, we're in the middle of a project. This is going to make no sense to anyone. Like, why should I should just wait to the next one. And then guess what? The next one comes and I don't do anything. So we're jumping in right in the middle. I need to change out of my comfy clothes and into my dusty clothes, so if you'll excuse me. Okay, so this is kind of like more so what I look like on a daily basis. I've got dust in my pockets, I've got dust in my shoes, my work clothes. I really hope, and then I promise I'm gonna go to the garage. I really hope that in doing this, I'm able to rediscover a part of my personality that I think I lost a few years ago, because I went through some really heavy stuff a few years ago, and I think a lot of the silliness and the spontaneity, and I guess just feeling like outgoing and comfortable and confident and all of those like positive things felt a lot farther away, and they felt a lot harder to embody in an authentic way. And I think creating felt so inconsequential. But I think I'm feeling like me again, and I'm really happy about it. And I think that doing this and just embracing who I am and all of my mistakes and all of the different aspects of my life and just doing it anyway, being confident, I hope will continue to bring that out of me and kind of reconnect me with that older version of myself. And I can bring her into my new life. So, okay, I'm done now. Well, not entirely with the vlog, but like with this part of it. So today we're painting some green stripes on these benches to match a green stripe that's on the table, which is over here. And I'm really excited. It's gonna look really cool. I really like when our customers give us a little bit of creative freedom and we're able to do like fun things. So today is kind of the last day for this project. We have some hardware that we have to install, but other than that, it's basically done, besides like the finish coat, which is gonna be going on today. And then hopefully this weekend it'll be going out for delivery. So. It's always really exciting to come to the end of a project. I feel like the first and the last days of a project are always the most stressful for me, because the first day I always have to make sure that we're getting enough material but not too much, and I'm always uncertain if they have exactly what we need because we don't always know what's there ahead of time. And then the last day, obviously, we've worked on a project for weeks or months and we're finally showing it to the person who commissioned us to do this project, and we want to make sure that they like it and that they're happy with it and that everything came out well. But I have gotten much better with delivery days, I must say. They used to be much more anxiety inducing for me. I feel like I used to be a tornado on delivery days. I would be so hyper fixated on whether or not everything was wrapped well, if it was packed in the bed the best way. The entire drive to the delivery, which I would drive most times mainly to distract myself from just overthinking. I would be looking at the invoice, making sure that all the dimensions are right. Did we forget anything? Do we have all the tools that we need? Just kind of like running through these different thoughts in my head, doubting everything that we did along the way. And I've gotten so much better, I think, at trusting myself and trusting myself in the moment, so that now when I think back, oh, did we do this right? I remember that, you know, in the moment I was present, I was thinking about it, and I trust myself in the moment. And I also trust myself to handle whatever comes my way if we did make a mistake. And I feel like that's something new and something that's been really helpful for me. And so we delivered today and they loved it and it looks great and I'm so happy with it. And yeah, I'm really excited. This was kind of like my first vlog, and I'm in public right now and there are people walking by and it's totally like a little embarrassing, but I also like, who cares? You know what I mean? Because if you have something weird to say about like someone creating something or someone doing something like this, like, and you have nothing better to do with your time, I feel like that says more about you than me. So on to the next. It's nice in the sun. It's beautiful.